Job Olympics event is coin recognition. Where the camera is right now is the student's perspective. So this is kind of how I had set it out. The coins are all mixed in, they're not like in order or anything. And same with the cards, they will always be mixed up every time we do the event. The coins that are in front are 2 pennies, 4 nickels, 3 dimes, 5 quarters, and $2. So if you're practicing at home, that's what we use. So how I would start off is the student would hand me their folder with their grade sheet, and as they do that, I would, because obviously the introduction is first, all I would do is stick my hand out, and usually that's like a trigger so that the student knows, oh, I'm supposed to do the introduction now. I mean, I'll remind them if they need to, but most of my students, I usually don't have to do that. Something I've noticed is that the students will call me by my name rather than a note card. So normally I will have a note card on that will say a different name than what mine is. And I feel like that won't be normally a problem for the real Job Olympics because they'll most likely look at their note card because they don't know the person's name. So what would happen is I would explain what the event is, and then I would have a timer right here, and whenever they're ready, I'll press start, and right when they put the last coin down, I'll press end. So later on, I'll explain how the grading system works, and after they're all done, I would check, all the things, and it is out of 16 coins, so they have to get 16 coins right, and then I would write down their time. The outro is kind of similar to the intro. So same thing, I would normally just stick my hand out and let the student introduce or outro themselves. And at the very end, every student has to do a thank you and state the judge's name. So normally I would do the same kind of like the intro. I would just stick my hand out, and that would be kind of a trigger for them to be like, oh, it's time for the outro. That is coin recognition. Okay, so now I'm going to explain the grading process for coin recognition. Later I'll show you the actual sheet, but now I'm just going to explain basically what we're grading on. So we're grading on introduction. The introduction has to be loud and clear. They have to state the judge's name tag. I'm not wearing one right now, but it will not be my name. But usually in Job Olympics, the student won't know the person's name, so they'll look at the name tag. And they shake their hand, not too soft, but not too firm. And then, obviously at the very end, the thank you and the outro, they basically have to say loud and clear thank you and state the judge's name. And then at the very end, we will count up how many coins they got right and then the time that they got. We are not too worried about how fast they go. We just want them to improve every time.
Hello, Mrs. Hunt. I'm Abby. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Abby. It's nice to meet you. Okay. Thank you. So what we will be doing today is coin recognition. Can you repeat back what this says?
Nickel, quarter, dollar, penny, dime.
Okay, so in front of you, you have an arranged set of money. And what you're gonna do is I'm gonna time you, and you're gonna see how fast you can match up these papers to those dimes. Ready, set, go. Good job, Abby.
Thank you.
Here you go, Abby.
Thank you, Miss Hunt.
You're welcome, Abby. Have a good day.
You too.
So now this is the coin recognition grading sheet. So this is what you'll be grading on. This is how you determine these. Very first thing is student introduces themselves to the judges. So Abby she full on did it, loud and clear. Student shakes judge's hand, so that's a 5, 3, and a 0. So this is how you determine if they get a 5, 3, or a 0. So 5 is a firm handshake, not too soft or not too strong. A 3 is too soft or too firm, and a 0 is no handshake at all. Abby did a very good job, and her handshake was very good. Student states name of the judges. Abby she did it in the introduction and the outro, so I'll give her 5. Student thanks judges using the judge's name. She did that, so she gets a 5. Student shakes hand and says thank you. So that's a 5 because she obviously did that. Abby got all 16 coins right, and her time was 30 seconds. So this is the grading process. So what would happen is I would add all these up and divide it by 25 because that's all these add up. And she got a 25 out of 25. 100%.